When we started working on the boats, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago now? Well, I cut the propellers, and at that time I thought I was only going to be making 3 of these. I guess they're called the Admiral's barge, and so I only removed the 3 D7s. There's still one on there, so I'm going to get the 4th one now for this extra boat that we made, even though we're not going to use it. As I mentioned before, I'm going to pick the best 3 and use those. In order to complete steps 43, 44, these 3 Admiral's barges we need this one, we need these 2, but we don't need these until we get to steps 49, 50, and that probably won't be for a while. But I think I'll just go ahead and complete them. And these 4 here, they take photo-etch D8, which is still on the sheets. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get all those propellers. And maybe we'll try and get the propellers on today, and I'll just be extra careful while I'm handling these parts, while I'm trying to paint the life preservers on the top. I still haven't decided yet how I'm going to paint them. I might just end up using a brush, because I don't have that. You know what? Maybe I could use those mini Q-tips that Jim suggested. That they might actually work good on something like this. They'd almost be like a paint pen. Anyway, let's get going here. Now I am looking at these propellers here, D7 and D8, and looking straight down on them, I cannot see any difference. But there must be a difference, or otherwise they would have called them the same number. I've learned the hard way not to assume that because something on photo-etch looks the same, it may not necessarily be the same. So let's just get our remaining D7 and get it with the others so that it will be, keep it separate. Okay, try and get right on the edge there. Now, when I'm handling these with tweezers, I have to be extremely careful that I don't accidentally twist on them, because they are so very, very fragile. Okay. Now, way down under, there's a guy in Australia who's also building a plastic model and putting it on YouTube. He's building a French battleship, and I was noticing that in his latest upload, he used a pair of these to nip off his photo-etch. Now this is going to actually be the first time I'm trying it. Okay, well, I got it. It seemed to nip pretty close. I don't know, I'm not very steady though, that's the problem. I think I'm going to stick with my own method. Seems to work good for me, but I just wanted to try this and see if it worked, and yes, it did. Okay, now I actually do want to put a bit of a twist on each blade. Just maybe a 30-degree twist to make it look like a real boat propeller. I was going to do one of the smaller ones first, or the smallest one. And then I thought, no, maybe I better start out with a bigger one here. See if I can get that on there without dropping it. There we go. Now the idea is to just hold this down on the pin. I guess this is a needle. Grab hold of the blade. And just give it a little twist about 30 degrees. Now turn it. Hold it down. Oops, it came off. Hold it down. Give it a little twist. Is it twisting? Well, twist it a little bit. Maybe just. Oh! Okay, now, if it falls off now, it will only drop down onto this paper and not all the way down into the works of the vise, and I have to take everything apart to find it. So just give it a little bit of a twist here. About there. No, see? Worked good, didn't it? Okay, that's one. Now we just got, what, 7 more to go? Makes it look just a little bit more realistic. At least I think it is. Maybe this is not such a good idea. Okay, I got that one. Got that one. One more. Oh. You know what's happening? These little squares, these 1mm squares that I printed on this paper, they're making my eyes go crossed. Seriously, that's what's happening here. You know, is it really that important? Okay, I think I got all 3. Ooh, I almost lost it again. There we go. Yeah, I got all 3. Yeah, these little parallel lines here, they're... I'm, I'm having a hard time focusing on this little propeller. So I'm going to change this piece of paper. And I'm also going to quit for today because I don't know if you can see it, but the sun isn't shining outside anymore, and an hour ago it was. And there was something else I had wanted to do yet today, and it involves the outside a little bit, so I'm going to call today's episode quits. So thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.